If you're looking for the best studio monitors, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have PreSonus Eris at 3.5. The PreSonus Eris at 3.5 is a value-priced studio monitor pair designed for reference and critical listening. Unlike most speakers in this price range, the tuning of the at 3.5 is a more neutral response with a great transient response thanks to its Kevlar LF driver. The HF driver is a standard size 1 tweeter as opposed to the 0.75 tweeters commonly seen on speakers at this range. Knobs for high and low-frequency boost/cut enable precise tuning to different rooms. Input options include Tukes TRS balanced ins and Tukes unbalanced RCA ins in the back and a 1/8 aux in the front. Speakers this size work best in smaller mixing rooms. Many users who were coming from cheap computer speakers immediately noticed the difference in imaging and sound quality with the speakers. They note that the speaker pair is great for critical listening, with an accentuated treble and tight low-frequency response. PreSonus have hit a home run with the affordably priced Eris at 3.5. While it's not a monitor that promises absolute top-tier studio sound, it doesn't pretend to be. For the price, the quality is hard to beat for a pair of critical-sounding studio monitors. Moving on to the next at number 2 with MKII Audio LP6. MKII Audio is a fairly new entrant to the studio monitor market, being founded in January 2018. The Lone Pine series is their competitively priced line, with the LP6 being the most affordable. It features a 6.5 woofer and 1 soft dome tweeter, both operating at 40 each. On the back, it has an array of dip switches that can be used to fine-tune the monitor's response to the room and proximity to a wall. It took a while for MKII Audio to take off since launch, and now, with more and more positive reviews coming in, it earns a spot on many reviewers' favorite picks. Get it if you want a great budget monitor with a vast amount of tweakability. The number 3 position is held by KRK ROKIT 5 G4. The KRK ROKIT series has been a staple in countless studios around the world. The ROKIT 5, now on its 4th gen version, loses the round, egg-like curves of its predecessors in favor of a more traditional enclosure with rounded corners. It sports a 5 Kevlar woofer and 1 Kevlar dome tweeter. Tweaking controls are done on an app via Bluetooth for better adjustments without leaving the sweet spot. It also includes ISO foam pads for decoupling from surfaces. While earlier ROKIT generations were criticized for having a bloated low-frequency range, the ROKIT 5 G4 has refined their sound signature and tightens it up with a front-firing port. Many users love the flat but extended response despite being on the smaller scale of studio monitors. EDM producers were happy to still have the low-frequency extension with a more balanced mid-range, leading to better mix translation. The ROKIT 5 G4 has made converts of former doubters of the ROKIT line. With its new, more balanced sound signature and more serious aesthetic, the KRK ROKIT 5 G4 earns its place as a serious contender at this price point. Next at number 4, we have Yamaha HS5. While the smallest of the Yamaha HS series, the HS5 still puts out clear and accurate sound with its 5 woofer and 1 tweeter. The 5 woofer stays true to the heritage of the original Yamaha NS10 monitor speakers. The smaller form factor also makes Yamaha's brand of sound and build quality more accessible for smaller studios and those with limited budgets. The unit's room control feature is designed for calibration in small and usually enclosed studio spaces. The Yamaha HS5 continues to get favorable reviews, mostly from home studio owners impressed with the improvements it brought into their production process. Sound quality gets praise, along with reliability and value for money. The neutral response, which is a hallmark in classic Yamaha monitors, is liked by many users who have grown used to the sound of the original NS10. If you're looking to mix with monitors with a brutally honest upper mid-range like the original Yamaha NS10 monitors, the HS5 is for you. Look elsewhere if you want low-end punch without a subwoofer. The number 5 position is held by ADAM Audio T5V. For those in the know, ADAM Audio has been making waves in the recording industry the past decade with their innovative designs. Using proprietary ribbon tweeters, waveguide, and baffle designs, the company has made its way into professional recording studios around the world. With the T5V, ADAM's lowest priced offering. They've been breaking into the home/project studio and prosumer market. Excellent stereo imaging and separation are what users are saying in their positive reviews of the T5V. For such a small monitor, the placement of layers is precise and clear. High frequencies are always what ADAM monitors excel at, and according to various user and expert reviews, it is one of its strongest points. People have waited years for a more affordable ADAM monitor, and they have done it. A great sounding studio monitor that offers you a healthy serving of the best ADAM has to offer from their top tier ranges. Get it if you want in on the ADAM sound. Avoid it if you don't plan to get a subwoofer. For that, it's better to go up to the 7V instead. The number 6 position is dominated by ADAM Audio T7V. ADAM Audio Studio monitors are recording community favorites due to their XART ribbon tweeter technology and fast transient response. Their proprietary ribbon design is carried over from their series to the more affordable T line. The T7V features UART ribbon tweeter capable of extending high-frequency projection of up to 25 kHz. Users note that the high-frequency reproduction to be the best they've heard in this price range. This is useful for balancing cymbals, synths, and other layers with intense high-frequency content. Despite the extended high frequencies, users note that it never becomes shrill or fatiguing. The clear highs also contribute to a great stereo image and strong phantom center for mono tracks. If you've been following the company for a while, you would know that their series monitors are becoming modern studio standards. Many hit records of the 2010s were mixed on the series from country to metal. Get the T7V if you're looking for crisp high frequencies. If your room is small or untreated, the high frequencies might not be directed properly. Moving on to the next at number 7 with JBL 308P MKII. As a successor to the LSR 308, the 308P MKII features the same waveguide profile as seen on their 7 series and M2 master reference monitors. Another step up from the previous generation is the use of upgraded transducers and new boundary EQ controls in the back. One consistently reported positive is the wide sweet spot the monitor has thanks to its specially designed waveguide. They are also described to be crystal clear with regards to frequency response. They strike a great balance between enjoyable hi-fi listening and critical flat response that translates mixes. The 308P is a natural evolution of the critically acclaimed LSR 308, with a more refined frequency response building on its predecessor's clear-sounding signature. The 308P is a great pick for small to medium studios. The number 8 position is held by Yamaha HS7. Yamaha continues to be the go-to brand for studio monitors in the entry to the mid-tier market. Yamaha monitors are easy to spot, with their distinct white-colored cone woofers, an element carried over from their legendary NS10 speaker. Yamaha's signature sound is a flat low mid-range, tight low frequencies, and a brutally revealing upper mid-range spike that makes EQ mistakes painfully obvious. It has a 6.7 woofer paired with a 1-dome tweeter mounted on vibration damping material to eliminate unwanted resonance for distortion and coloration-free sound. Another notable feature is the use of bigger magnets and matching advanced magnetic circuit design. Finally, the HS7 comes with room and high trim switches for adjusting the sound to the acoustics of your listening area. The Yamaha HS7 is well received for its flat response, which many describe as very natural sounding. The highs and mids are described as very clear and transparent, while the low end is just right for most mixing/mastering scenarios. There's also quite a lot of rave about its solid build, including the feel of the knobs. The HS7 bridges the gap between their two models, the HS5 and the HS8. If you feel that the HS5 is a bit lacking on the low frequencies but don't want to get a sub, the HS7 is a good pick as long as your room is treated enough to dampen resonance. Next at number 9, we have Yamaha HS8 Studio Monitor. Thanks to the success of the now legendary N10 Studio Monitor, Yamaha continues to enjoy a favorable position in the near-field monitoring market. As proof, they have secured multiple recommendations in this guide due to the high ratings their monitors get. The bigger 8 woofer allows for more headroom and low-end response, while the room and high trim controls will let you adjust the sound to fit into different studio sizes. There's nothing special when you look at the spec sheet, but Yamaha made all these small parts work together seamlessly, resulting in outstanding monitoring experience that's reflected by its high ratings and expert recommendations. It also helps that the HS8 is relatively affordable. You'll have enough cash to spare to buy other important studio gear. Accurate and reliable are two prominent descriptions that people use to describe the Yamaha HS8. Compared to their previous affordable monitors, many found the improvement to be dramatic, while those who have more expensive monitors are perplexed as to how close the HS8 is in terms of quality. Other commendations point to its value for money and longevity. The Yamaha HS8 is a good safe middle ground for those who want quality, reliability, and versatility. As always mentioned, it carries the legacy of the NS10, a monitor known for its flat and revealing frequency response. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Avantone Pro Active MixCube. The Avantone MixCube is a mini reference monitor influenced by the Auritone 5V monitor speakers. The Auritone 5V has been around since the 70s and was a passive design, while the Avantone MixCube is a modern powered speaker. The MixCube emphasizes the mid-range, mimicking the sound of basic sound systems like those found in televisions, mobile phones, car stereos, Bluetooth players, laptops, and more. Monitoring on these, called grot boxes, helps give you an additional reference point with regards to hearing your mix on consumer electronics. It sports a single 5.25 woofer and produces sound without a tweeter, much like how most budget speakers are set up. There are no fancy controls either, so all you have to do is plug in, get it in position, and listen to your mix. Avantone assures that each unit is properly shielded so you can use it beside computers without worrying about interference. Finally, the speaker system comes in a 6.5 cube MDF cabinet that does not require much space, and it comes in black or cream color. It is generally not recommended by the recording community to mix only on speakers like the old Auritone 5V. Thankfully, Avantone has tweaked the MixCube to be more versatile than its ancestor with a bit more extension in the lows and highs, making it a good emergency speaker set for on-the-go mixing aside from its intended purpose as a supplementary monitoring system. Get it if you already have bigger speakers at home or have fly-in mixing sessions with studios that have unfamiliar speakers. Avoid it if you're buying your first pair of monitors. That's all for today. We upload music product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.